Welcome to another immigration art video. My name is Art Serratelli, and Mara Mijal and I, together, the two of us, attorneys at law, we run the immigration law group at Van Deventer Black. Van Deventer Black is a full-service law firm. We've got offices on the East Coast, on the West Coast, and an office in Germany. And our immigration law group is a full-service law group. We handle all kinds of immigration cases. If you've got any questions at all, give us a call or send us an email. If you've got a question, we've got answers. Today's video is part 2 of the two-part series. What are your options if you're in love and you're overseas? You're overseas, you're in love with an American citizen, and you were born in a country other than the United States. What do you do? Well, yesterday we came up with 4 choices to get yourself in America to be with your loved one. Quickly reviewing. We came up with the CR1 immigrant visa, the K3 temporary visa for the spouse of an American, the K1 visa, the temporary visa for the fiance of an American. And choice number 4 was simply coming on a visit, coming to visit, and then during your visit, a month, 2 months into the visit, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, you decide during the visit, I'm in love, so much in love, I cannot leave. I so love my significant other, I don't want to go. I want to stay. I want to get married and stay. So those are the 4 choices we came up with. Today, let's look at the pros and the cons and the costs of each of these 4 choices. Starting in reverse order, let's look at how long it will take to get you a green card based on marriage if you get married during an extended visit in the United States. Well, keeping in mind all the rules we talked about yesterday, the average time for getting the green card is 5 months plus the time you spent in America from the day you entered until the day, again, week 6, week 7, week 8, to the day you decide, I'm in love, let's get married. So say it's 7 weeks. So in 5 months and 7 weeks, you'll have a green card. That's a plus. That's fast. Plus, another good idea here is to be together with the one you love while you're waiting for a green card. Why be separated by an ocean if you don't have to be? The cost is around $3,300. $3,300. And that is cheap if you compare it to a work-based green card. A work-based green card, you need a work visa and a job offer, obviously. A job offer, a work visa, and you need the green card. Say it's going to cost you $15,000, $16,000. Marriage is looking better and better all the time. In summary, the marriage-based green card in America, cheaper, faster, togetherness. You're with the person you love while you're waiting. please keep in mind that all the estimates of these costs and these pros and cons are accurate as of the date of this video. We're creating this video in June of 2014, so keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind that the waiting times vary by United States Embassy. For example, if you file for a K3 or a K1 or an immigrant visa in Germany, perhaps, the processing time might be faster than if you applied in the Dominican Republic or the Philippines. Okay, let's take a look at the K1 Fiance visa. What's good about it, what's not so good about it, and how much does it cost? Let's look at what's good about it. Well, first, if you have to be separated from your loved one, the K1 is faster than a K3. It's faster than the CR1 immigrant visa, but you're separated from the one you love by an ocean or by a border, and takes longer than a marriage case in America, simply because you've got to go through the United States Embassy to get the K1 visa, and then once you get the visa, you've got to come to America, get married, and then file for a green card. It's a two-step process, and you get married in the middle. It takes about 9 months. Let's call it a year or less. It takes a year or less to get the K1. The visa, just the visa. Then you got to show up in America and file a green card case once you get married in America. And in terms of cost, the cost is around $3,300 plus the visa application fee and the visa issuance fee. So it's more than a green card in America because you're paying for the green card plus the embassy. So is the fiance okay? Yeah. It's a little more money, but it's faster than a K3 and it's faster than a CR1 immigrant visa. But you're still going to be separated from your American significant other if the American is in America and you're overseas or across a border. The United States citizen normally is in the United States. If the two of you could be together overseas, that's okay. The K3 visa. This visa is similar to the K1. The K3 has some fees involved for consular processing of the visa. And then when you get to America as the spouse of a United States citizen, you don't have to get married, but you, already married, have to still file for the green card case. So, like the K1, the K3 is also a two-step process, two steps. You've got to file for the visa, come here to America, and then file for the green card. A K3 takes longer than the 5 month processing time for the visitor who gets married in America. The K3 visa process, to get the visa, takes about a year or more. It could be 12 months, 14 months. For the K3, plan on more than a year or around a year. And then you've got to come to America and get in line for a green card, but at least you're with your loved one when you're in America. And lastly, what's going on with the CR1? That's strictly an immigrant visa. and it's cheaper than a K1, cheaper than a K3, cheaper than the immigration case in America, but it takes longer. The visa application fee and a visa issuance fee. The legal fees should not be much because the lawyer is in America and you're doing all the work overseas. The lawyer helps you get the paperwork started, but the bulk of the work, you're doing it at the local embassy. The CR1 takes more than a year. Count on 18 months. But it is all one process. It's one step. And it's cheap. Once you get the CR1 visa, boom, you're an immigrant. You come to America, get the stamp in your passport, and that's it. That stamp in your passport on the CR1 visa becomes your green card. That is your green card. And then they'll mail you a green card later on once you settle down and settle into your new life. It is the cheapest by far, and it takes the longest. So it's good and bad. Mara and I are standing by to help you with your questions and your immigration planning. We will take the guidelines, these general guidelines, and working with you over the phone or by Skype or by Google Plus Hangout or by Apple FaceTime, we will help you in your specific situation figure out how to apply the general rules I've discussed in this video and its companion video posted just a few days ago. So thanks again. Remember, if you've got an immigration question, we've got an answer. So give us a call or send us an email at immigration.art@gmail.com. Thanks again. Take care.